and she left the bonnet that I made with this particular fabric. And I was like, oh, auntie, you don't like this one? She said, say no, that Ghana, they won't buy you unless people that are using it.
No one, absolutely no one can close the door that God has open for you.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for, I don't take it for granted. If this is your first time on this channel, thank you so much. You are welcome. My name is Amarachi. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already. I bet you will love it here. To all my subscribers, thank you so much for your support, fam. Thank you. I don't take any of that for granted. I appreciate and love each and every one of you. On today's video, oh my god, today's video is actually funny but not funny, right? So I'm going to tell you guys something that happens to me when I came here. So if you haven't watched my videos about funerals in Ghana, I think I've done the part 1 of that video. I'm going to film the second part of that video. So today I'm going to share with you guys something that happened. So in Ghana, there are some particular outfits that they use for funerals, right? So this outfit, you are not supposed to, buy it on an ordinary day, like a casual wear. You cannot wear it casually, maybe as your personal clothes, except for mourning or except for funerals. So I got to a shop because if you don't know, I sew. So sometimes I search for fabrics. I go to Makola and the rest to search for fabrics. So on this day, I didn't go to Makola. If I'm going to Makola, then when I don't really know anywhere around me, I was new here. So if I'm going to Makola, my husband always, find out time to go with me, so he can take me around because he knows more places than I do. Right? So on this day, I decided to get some of the fabrics I need in a nearby market. I wasn't going to Makola, so I went to a close by market to get the fabrics that I needed. I needed to sew, like I just needed to sew something for myself, and I needed to sew something like a gown, like a dress, or maybe a headband, because I always like, if I sew some outfits, I also sew a matching headbands with them. And then I entered this shop and I picked a fabric. Okay, I picked a fabric. As in, those people at that shop, they did me bad. Like, they did me bad. They would have at least told me, no, this. But they allowed me, okay, this, something like this. You can say something like this. Like, as long as it have this touch of red, white and black, but it's not exactly like, this is not what I picked that particular time, but I'm just showing you it's very similar. But I think what I picked was fabric that is made of red and black. It has a touch of red and black. So but this one is kind of, yeah, different from what I'm talking about. So I went to a nearby market and I found this red and black fabric. Like, it's kind of different from the kind of fabric that I've seen, or maybe the kind of fabric that I've used in Nigeria and the rest. And I was like, oh, this is beautiful. And the person, the lady there, she was like, okay, there are a lot of people at that shop. I think that might be the reason she actually didn't, explain more about this fabric to me. Or maybe she might think that I know what the fabric is used for. So see me, immediately I picked it. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. In my mind, I'm like, hey, the mat style, I'm going to sew with this. I was just looking at the fabric and I was admiring the fabric. I said, hey, red and black. I now mapped out in my head, if you are sewing, if you're a fashion designer, or if you love to sew, immediately you see a fabric, the first thing that will come to your mind is what are like the magic you're going to make with this fabric. So I was just looking at the fabric and I was like, hey, this is so beautiful. I've already mapped out the part that I'm going to use for the headband, the pattern, like everything on my hair or be in my head. I've already finished sewing that clothes. So I looked at it, I was like, hey, This is beautiful. At least I haven't had something similar. Like I don't have any outfit that have this combination of red and black in one pattern. Like, yeah. So I was so excited in my mind. So I picked it, and the lady asked me how many years of this fabrics I'm taking. So I told her how many I wanted. So she cut it out for me and packaged it for me. In my head, hey, I've purchased one of the beautiful materials or fabric for myself. Then when I got home, and later it was the next day when I got home, I didn't even start making that clothes because I got busy. I was doing some other things. So the next day, the next morning, that was when I showed my husband. I was like, hi, there's this fabric I got yesterday. It's red and black. I love red, right? And I also love black. It have this good fittings on me. So I was showing him. I was like, yeah, who gave me? I was like, who gave you? I bought it at the market. And he was like this. And they didn't tell you anything. Who sold it for you? They didn't tell you anything. I was like, tell me anything. What are they supposed to tell me? I liked it, and I told the woman how many yards that I wanted, and she sold it for me. So what happened? He started laughing. Like that kind of laugh that when somebody is laughing, he will laugh and he will ask me again, what happened? Like he will laugh and he will look at me, I already know that something is wrong. But my mind really, I didn't really think about this is what is going to be. I was like, maybe, I don't even know what my mind was telling me on that day. So he now said, this is a funeral clothes. Most people here, they use it for mourning or they use it for funerals. So this is not supposed to be used by an individual, for just a casual outfit. I was like, funeral, like how? So he was now the one that he opened his phone, we started browsing, showing me pictures, showing me, even he even showed me a picture of a funeral that he attended one time, and I was like, my own fabric. Like I was like, Jesus, my own fabric is used for funeral. I was like, okay. I was like, why didn't the lady tell me? My husband was like, maybe she might have assumed that I know what I'm getting. Like I already know what I'm coming for, so no need of asking me. And then to me again, I think maybe because there was so much, she had a lot of people queued up waiting for her on that particular day, so she might not really have that chance to start explaining things to me also. I don't just know, but this is what happened. Like, oh my god, I carried the fabric, I was looking at it. I don't know what to do with even this particular fabric. I also have this particular fabric. This is not the actual fabric I'm talking about, because believe me, at the end of the day, I do not use that fabric. So but I went back. Yes, I went back to that woman and I was like, I bought this, but I didn't know what it's used for. And she looked at me and she smiled. She said she remembered me, but she can't remember what I bought from her, but she remembered that I came to her shop. So I told her, I was begging her if she can change it to like if she can exchange it for me, then I'll pick another fabric that I want and the rest. So we ended up doing some exchange, although it can't really be like the same again because the prices and everything were different. But at the end of the day, I'm glad she changed it for me. And then again, I bought this. One story again, I bought this particular fabric when I was making bonnets and scrunchies. So I saw it and I liked it. I bought it. So one lady on Instagram that asks for fabric, she asks for bonnet. She makes bonnet for sale. So she asked me if I should send her some designs that I have, and I sent this. I already used this as a bonnet. Then I sent this fabric to her. She said, no, 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 no. Why? She said she doesn't want it. I said, oh, it's beautiful. Like I was looking at the fabric. It have green, it have white, and it have red and black. And I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. She said, no, it's looking like a funeral cloth. So I laughed. I said, "Are you serious?" That was even when I started looking at this fabric very well. I was like, at the end of the day, the bonnet that I made with this fabric, I took it to one of the people that I supply bonnet to. When I get there, she wanted 20 bonnets, so she chose 19 out of the 20 that I bought, and she left the bonnet that I made with this particular fabric. And I was like, "Oh, auntie, you don't like this one?" She said, say no, that Ghana they won't buy you unless people that are using it for funeral. I was like, hey, funeral. He says, yes, it looks like a funeral clothes. So this particular one has been with me because there is no how. I was the one that saw it and I liked it, so I didn't think of anything funeral about it. I loved it and I've used it. I have a bonnet that I've used this for, and I've used it for scrunchies. And like I sold it for, I used it for scrunchies, and I also made bonnets with it. This is the only one remaining, and it's stuck on my hand because people will not buy because it looks like a funeral cloth or a mourning cloth, whichever one. So this is my experience with this fabric. So if you don't know, in Ghana there are different like special fabrics mapped out for funerals. So families, this fabrics, I don't need to talk about it again because I already have a full video about it. I'm going to make the second video, but just know that there are some fabrics that you as an individual cannot just go and buy and start wearing, because these fabrics are made for something. They are made for funerals. So you cannot just go to the market and see any fabrics and buy because you like them. You can't just wear black and black. You can actually wear black, but there is this black and black, you already know it's for funeral clothes and the rest. Yeah, so there are some fabrics, especially when someone died, the family members, they chose the fabric that they want people to wear for the funeral. So they distribute the fabric or they ask you to buy. So that is it. So here, this is my experience. This is the experience that I had. I know a lot of people will even tell me that even the way I'm holding this fabric, that is, it's as if it's for funeral. So let me put it down. So this is my experience, the experience I had, going to the market, sorting out for fabrics and buying fabrics, not knowing that it's for funerals. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. So this actually happened years ago when I came in here knowing nothing about Ghana cultures and Ghana lifestyles and the rest. But now, by the grace of God, I think I know some things to avoid, some things to do, and some things not to do. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please, if this is your first time or if you watched up to this moment, you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and click on your notification bell. See, she has been waiting for me. She's already standing by, waiting for me so that it will get to this to this stage, so I should come and say I love you. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. I'm going to see you guys on my next one. I love you. Bye. That's all I need. There's no one of us.